Welcome to MetroPsychologist, your go-to channel for relationship advice, dating tips, work-life balance strategies, and organizational psychology insights. Today, we're discussing a topic that everyone has faced at some point: how to gracefully end a conversation. Whether you're navigating professional settings, social gatherings, or even personal relationships, knowing how to exit a conversation without awkwardness is a valuable skill. Why it's important to end conversations gracefully. Ending a conversation can be just as important as starting one. Whether you're in a meeting that has run its course, a social gathering where you need to circulate, or simply in a conversation that's no longer productive, knowing how to exit gracefully can leave a lasting positive impression. It's not just about being polite. It's about managing your time and energy effectively while maintaining good relationships. Understanding the dynamics of conversations. Conversations are dynamic and involve a flow of information and emotions. Understanding when a conversation has reached its natural conclusion is key to exiting without causing discomfort. Look for verbal and nonverbal cues, such as a lull in the dialogue, body language that indicates the other person is ready to move on, or repeated topics that suggest all points have been covered. Recognizing these signals helps you time your exit perfectly. Smart ways to end a conversation. Use a natural pause. One of the simplest ways to exit a conversation is by using a natural pause. When you notice a lull, it's a good opportunity to interject with something like, "This has been great, but I should get going." This approach feels organic and doesn't interrupt the flow of dialogue. Express gratitude. A great way to leave a conversation on a positive note is by expressing gratitude. Phrases like, "Thank you for your time," or "I really enjoyed our chat," not only end the conversation, but also leave the other person feeling appreciated. Offer a future interaction. Suggesting a future interaction can soften the exit. For instance, "I'd love to continue this discussion another time," or "Let's catch up later," gives the impression that the conversation is ending temporarily, not permanently. Blame it on the clock. Time-based excuses are universally understood and often accepted without question. You can say, "I need to head out. I have another commitment," or "It's getting late. I should wrap things up." This method is particularly effective in professional settings where schedules are tight. Bring it back to business. In professional contexts, you can steer the conversation back to the original purpose before wrapping up. For example, "I think we've covered everything we needed to today. Let's summarize our next steps." This approach is efficient and signals that the meeting or discussion has been productive. Introduce them to someone else. If you're at a social event, introducing the person to someone else can be a smooth exit strategy. "Have you met John? I think you two would have a lot to talk about." Then excuse yourself. This not only helps you leave the conversation, but also facilitates networking for the other person. Use body language. Nonverbal cues can help indicate that you're ready to wrap things up. Start by slightly turning your body away or looking at your watch. Subtle actions like picking up your bag or gathering your belongings can also signal that you're about to leave. Be direct. Sometimes, the best approach is to be straightforward. Saying, "I've got to go, but it was great talking to you," is clear, polite, and leaves no room for ambiguity. This method works well in situations where time is of the essence. Provide a summary. In a professional setting, providing a quick summary of the conversation's key points can serve as a natural conclusion. To recap, we agreed on X, Y, and Z. I'll follow up with an email. Thanks for the productive discussion. Exit with a compliment. Ending on a positive note with a compliment can leave the other person feeling good about the interaction. "You've given me a lot to think about," or "I've really enjoyed our conversation," are effective ways to do this. Managing awkward endings. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, conversations can end awkwardly. If this happens, don't dwell on it. People are generally understanding, and a small misstep won't overshadow the entire interaction. You can always follow up later to reinforce your interest in the relationship, whether it's sending a quick email or revisiting the topic in a future conversation. When to exit a conversation. While these strategies are useful, it's important to recognize when it's appropriate to exit a conversation. If the other person seems disinterested, distracted, or if the conversation has gone off track, it might be time to wrap it up. Similarly, if you find that you're no longer contributing meaningfully to the dialogue, it's better to exit than to prolong the interaction unnecessarily. The role of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence plays a crucial role in successfully ending conversations. Being attuned to the other person's emotional state, as well as your own, allows you to navigate exits more smoothly. High emotional intelligence helps you read the room, understand social cues, and react appropriately, making your exits feel natural rather than abrupt. Conclusion. Mastering the art of ending conversations gracefully is an essential skill in both personal and professional settings. By using these strategies, you can exit conversations without causing discomfort or awkwardness, leaving a positive impression that will last. Remember, the key is to be polite, concise, and considerate of the other person's time and feelings. Thank you for watching this video on MetroPsychologist. If you found these tips helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more relationship advice, work-life balance tips, and insights into organizational psychology. See you in the next video.